Hello everyone. Today we are going to install Linux on the VirtualBox. In my previous video we have covered how to install the VirtualBox, and in this video we'll cover how to install Linux on the VirtualBox. Before we get started, I'm going to show the settings on my VirtualBox. So this is the VirtualBox. I have named it as Shape PRD1. And the settings, click on the settings, you will see the name, and the host is Linux, and this is gonna be Oracle 64-bit. So I'm gonna install the Linux 64 Oracle Linux 64-bit, and I have allocated 3 GB for this VM, and the boot order is gonna be the optical disk, which will use it to install the Linux. And for the storage, so we'll remove this controller, empty controller, and then we'll add the disk where we downloaded the Oracle software or the Linux software. So this is the software or the disk image that I have downloaded from edelivery.oracle.com. This is Linux 7.1. We are going to choose this software or the ISO image, and then the network. This is going to be a very important part. So I have 4 adapters. Out of the 4 adapters, we're going to use 3 adapters for this install. My first adapter is the host only adapter, which is going to be the public IP. We'll assign a public IP to this adapter. I have used the VirtualBox host only Ethernet adapter. The second one is going to be a private NIC. So I have named it as a rack ref, and it's going to be attached to an internet network. We'll assign an IP during our OS install. And the node adapter 3 is NAT. And if you're on Windows, make sure that you uncheck the USB controller. And for the shared folders, I have created a folder on my desktop called software, where all of my software is located. So I have shared this for this VM. So these are the basic settings I have for this VM. Now we have already given the disk image where our software is. So here you can see this is our disk image where our software is. When we start this VM, it will automatically pick up this disk, since our boot image, if you look here, the boot image is optical. So first it's gonna look into this image and then boot from there. So let's get started. So we are going to start this VM. Skip the test this media part. So select the first option, which is the install Oracle Linux 7.1. Hit enter. It's going to do some basic checks. Select the language as English and then click on continue. And one more thing, if you want to toggle between your desktop and this Linux window, you have to use the control key on Windows. So installation media is good. And then now the destination. So I have assigned this disk, 80 gig disk, and I have some data already on this disk. So we will wipe this out when we say done. It is complaining that I already have data, the image on this disk. So we'll say reclaim space or delete everything. So here you see an option called delete all. This may not be true for in your case. So I have removed everything. So next is the network and host name. In previous releases, Oracle Linux lower than 7, it used to be ETH0, 1, and 2. And 7.0 and 1, it is as ENP0, S3, S8, and S9. Anyway, it's all both are the same, just the naming convention is different. So for the first one, we'll click on configure, and in general, click on this option called automatically connect to this network when it is available. This is important. You have to click this option and then go to the IPv4 settings. Here, select the manual and then add an IP address, which is 192.168.78.51. This is the IP address I'm going to use for my public IP, and leave the netmask as 24, leave the gateway as it is, and the DNS servers I'm going to install a 2-node rack, so the IPs will be 51 and 52. So I'm going to add those two IPs in here as my DNS servers. 192.168.78.51 comma 192.168.78.52. So these two has been assigned, and under search domain, give something. I am gonna give a SheikhSamir.com, as I have my website and everything, so it really makes sense for me to use SheikhSamir.com. Check this option, require IPv4 addressing for this connection to complete, and click save. So this should be enabled, and you should see your IP that you have assigned it here. Now go to the second network, click on configure. Same thing in general, select this option, automatically connect to this network, and under IPv4 settings, select the method as address, automatic DHCP address on manual, and then we'll assign a IP, a private IP, which is 172, oh god, what the IP is. So for the private IP, we'll assign 172.1600.51. One 172.16.1600.51, and change the net mask to 24. We're gonna use this general automatic and then IPv4 manual, assign a private IP 172.16.100.51, and then net mask, change it to 24, leave the gateway blank. Verify this, and then click apply. Save. Okay, make sure that IP shows up here, and then it is on. The third one, we know we assign it as a NAT, so we'll click as automatically connect to this network. And for IPv4, we'll use an automatic DHCP addresses only, and that requires IPv4 addressing. Click save. Now, give a host name. So I'm gonna use the same thing, shake31.shake7here.com, and click on done. So everything is good. There are no red marks. So now select on the software selection. So in this option, select the server with GUI. In here, I'm selecting go to the last. I'm selecting the development tools and compatibility libraries. These are the two packages I would like to install with the server, the Linux install. When you have selected this, if you need any more, you can browse through the list and then select whatever you want. So, but basically for this install, I'm going to use these two add-ons. Click on done. So make sure that everything is clean. Click on begin installation. So we'll set the root password. I'll set root password is V, that's fine. And then we'll ask create a user. Maybe I'll create it later on. So for now, it started installing the packages. The install will take around about 8 to 10 minutes. I'm running on a SSD. So based upon your disk speed and everything, it may take up to 30 minutes. So we'll wait and then come back after 10 minutes. So now the installation is complete. It took about 7 minutes. So it's asking me to reboot. So let's reboot this machine. Now here it is asking me to accept the license information. I'm gonna click on accept and then on the top, click on finish configuration. So for the software update, I'm gonna say skip. Since this is a VM, I'm not really concerned about updating the software. I'm gonna update it manually. So yes, no thanks, I will connect later. Finish. Select the English language. Click on next. Select the English language. Create an account. Click on next. Select the time zone. Click on next. We're not interested in adding it to the cloud, so skip it and click on next. Everything is okay. Now start using the Oracle Linux server. Close the browser. Click on applications, utilities, the terminal. Open the terminal. Log in as Sheikh S. Sorry, I'm using a sudo. Log in as root. And there you go. We are able to log in as root. And check the host name. Host name is good. Everything the public IP what we give. 192.168.72.51. Public IP is pingable. Good. Now try to make a connection outside of your virtual box. So we'll use Buddy here to try to log in into my Linux machine. So here is my Buddy, and I have already created the IP with the name Sheikh31. I'm clicking on open, accept the warning, log in as root. The first login will take some time to log you in. Enter the password, and there you go. We were able to log in. So here is the video for how to install the Linux 7.1 on a VirtualBox, my Windows 10 machine. Thank you for watching this video. Bye bye.